Hi, my name is Yemisi Bagari. I'll be giving my informative presentation on life begins at 30. I'd always considered 30 to be age. At 30, one had already outlived. 41% of American population had more health risk issues. They have wrinkles, they have gray hairs, and for females, their biological clock is almost at the conclusion. And I didn't understand life was quite done. It was getting started until I was 30. I had already envisaged myself as a woman who fights for what is right and cares for those in needs and overcome all obstacles. I love without condition and I was really happy and joyous. As I grew older and approached 30, I started to doubt if I would ever turn into the person I'd always admit to see myself in the nearest future. I had overlooked it. I spent my significant portion of 29 years of existence getting ready and practicing for something. But what I started thinking about is the characteristics of my personality and when and where they originated an effort to describe my goals. In my first 10 years of life, I learned that broken bones and skin makes me ill, but not if you jump off fences. I recognize some things, whether they are my responsibility or not. I just, in my power to make it right. I take care of people. In my opinion, I it was the most significant lesson I learned during my teenage years. Then I wasn't aware of that time, but Um, I was learning the first step of conquering one's challenges, and one of the challenges I know is to always look before I leap. And when someone is injured or alone, it's my responsibility to take care of them. And all this teaching has also helped me to keep me alive and gave me a well solid foundation for overcoming the difficulties I face as an adolescent. In my teenage years, I learned most of my things from my friends because, in my opinion, I see friends as a mirror through which I can see myself and imagine, and I see them as a mirror where I'm able to use. I see my friends as a mirror, so I see them as it. I see them through mirror. That that's how I see myself over there. Cause anything my friends do is what I want to do. And the intriguing part aspect of it is that I always want to emulate what they do. And later on, I got to notice that most of these things I think I emulate from them are wrong. They were wrong. So I learned that if I want to be successful in life and I want to become the woman I feel I should become, I should be able to go away from those kind of life. And it came at the perfect time because at the time I was graduating from my high school to enter the real world. I already know the difference between the right and the wrong. I was thought my inspiration was could come true in my 20s because I'd already think about it that before 30 I should have my own family and kids, but it didn't come out that way. I mean, I set a lot of paths for myself and for my 20s, but I noticed life wasn't the way I had envisaged it would be. The worries of not having my own children at the age of 29 got to its peak because I was almost approaching 30 and I never had a relationship, not to talk of having a kid. And in those years of my life, working, schooling, and also giving back to the community, I hadn't been able um, to really get what I think I should have gotten at the age of 30. In April 27, I turned 30 years, and I think there was a Rubicon. I mean, a vast river that once cannot be returned to. I mean, where moving forward means staying alive. Because I never think of anything but only think of how I'm going to stay alive. Because yes, I had passed the age of 30. It was just like a day and night since I'm alone and I was unmarried. I no longer have feelings of helplessness or abandonment when I'm being myself. I mean, as a result of fact, I'm still alive and content. I mean, there was instead of strength and faith, and I've been tried and validated. Sometimes I could have gray hairs and wrinkles, but when I laugh or smile, it takes off that from my face. But deep in me, I know that at the age of 30, I should have overcome or achieved what I think I should have achieved. But right now, I see life as it comes, and I'm glad that I'm able to achieve what I think I would have achieved, even though I thought before I would have gotten it before 30 years. But I thank God, and now I can confidently assert that I have reached my long life goal of becoming a woman, and I'd always been there, just below the surface, and I'm ready to reorganize. The year is ahead. I have more years ahead of me, and in my opinion, it will be my biggest experience yet. Thank you.